Some people say that content is king, but at Ahrefs, product is king, and the content's job is to serve the king. This is actually our content marketing strategy in a nutshell, and it's what people call product-led content marketing. Now, if you're new to product-led content, it's simply content that helps people solve a problem with the help of your product. Again, product is king. It doesn't include hard sells or aggressive pitches, and that's because product-led content shouldn't feel like a timeshare presentation. It's about strategically weaving your product and its use cases into content that'll actually help people solve a problem. For example, at Ahrefs, we have a tool called Keywords Explorer, which is our keyword research tool. Now, it would make total sense for us to create a post on how to do keyword research because you need a keyword research tool to actually do it well. A perfect opportunity for us to naturally plug our awesome tool. Now, product-led content serves three main purposes. It helps you bring awareness to your products at scale, acquire new customers, and retain your existing customers. Let's talk about how product-led content can do this, starting with the first purpose. It's obvious why product-led content helps bring awareness to your product, because your product should be the hero in solving a problem. For example, let's say you sell air compressors. Someone might go to Google and search for how to winterize sprinkler system because they don't want their pipes to burst in the winter. They see a page from some unknown company, that's you, click it, then read through the post. They'll see that winterizing sprinkler systems requires an air compressor to blow out excess water. Not just that, but the article actually recommends using a compressor called Forever Air, which is a 12-gallon air compressor with an automatic charging feature that's going to make the job 10x faster and easier. There's now awareness that the compressor Forever Air exists, and readers are now aware of the USPs of the product. Now, the reason why I said that product-led content can bring awareness to your products at scale is because you're integrating your product into topics that people are actually interested in. I mean, no one is searching for Forever Air because it might be a relatively unpopular product. But the query, how to winterize sprinkler system, gets an average of 2,700 monthly searches in the US alone. Now, come up with 100 more topics where a Forever Air would be the perfect solution to a problem, and you're now on your way to bringing product awareness at scale. The second purpose product-led content serves is to help acquire new customers. So going back to the air compressor company, someone might click a link in that article to the recommendation, see it's exactly what they're looking for, and see that it's within budget. They add to cart and check out. Customer acquired. Basically, people will come for the information and some will buy it. In general, the more indispensable your product is in solving a problem, the more people will buy it. And the third purpose product-led content serves is it helps retain customers. And this works particularly well for companies that thrive and survive off of a recurring revenue model like a software company. All right, so let's walk through a real example of how a single piece of product-led content can help serve all three purposes. Take this blog post on how to do keyword research. Because you need a keyword research tool to do keyword research, it's easy for us to add some natural plugs of our tool, Keywords Explorer. So anyone who reads this article will know that Ahrefs has a keyword research tool. Now, according to Site Explorer, this page ranks for nearly 1,000 keywords, and as a result, gets tons and tons of search traffic every single month. So the blog post helps to bring product awareness at scale. Check. Now, someone reading this article will see use cases of our tool and think that it's perfect for their needs. So they sign up for an account. Check. Customer acquired. Now, at the same time, an existing customer might read this post because of a recommendation from a colleague. She realizes that Ahrefs has a cool new metric called traffic potential. She gets some ideas, logs into her Ahrefs account, and spends some time doing keyword research. She also reports back to her team on Slack and tells them to try it out. Everyone loves it. Check. Customers retained. Now, as much as I love product-led content, especially because I've experienced results firsthand, it may not be the best content marketing strategy for every business. As a general rule of thumb, product-led content works well when your product helps to solve common problems and you're able to serve and sell to these people. So that means that a local pub or a chiropractor might be better off looking at other marketing techniques like local SEO. Now, if you have a services-based company, product-led content can still work for you. For example, let's say your business provides virtual fitness and nutrition coaching sessions. So basically, any topic where you can talk about these things can be potential opportunities for you to create product-led content. All right, so if you want to start creating product-led content, there are 3 things you need to do. Number 1, make sure you know your product really well. And I don't want you to just brush this off. Having a deep understanding of your product and knowing how it helps solve different problems is the hardest part about creating product-led content. The better you know your product and the more you believe in its effectiveness and use cases, the better your content will be. For example, prior to joining Ahrefs, I was a paying customer for a few years. And anytime I talked with clients or if I ever blogged about anything SEO related, I felt like I had to recommend Ahrefs. Otherwise, I felt like I'd be doing a disservice to my readers. That's because I knew how to use the product pretty well, and I truly believed that in many cases, Ahrefs was the best solution to a problem. And no, I wasn't being compensated. So when I actually joined the company, it was a super natural transition because I already knew the product pretty well. And today, I know the product better than ever. Possibly better than anyone in the entire world. All right, the second thing you need to do is to find topics you'll create content around. And the way we choose topics is mostly based on search traffic potential because SEO is the primary distribution strategy we use to gain visibility to our content. To do that, you can use a keyword research tool like Keywords Explorer. Just search for topics in your niche and then head on over to the Matching Terms report to get some keyword ideas. Now, because we're looking mostly for problems and things people want to learn, I'll head on over to the questions report. And to narrow in on easy to rank for keywords, you can set a keyword difficulty filter with a low maximum value like 10. From here, you can look at the traffic potential column to get an idea of how much search traffic you could get if you were to rank number 1 for that keyword. Now, with this list, you can move on to the third step, which is to prioritize your keywords using business potential. Business potential is simply a way we score topics based on how helpful we think our product is in solving a specific problem. And these scores range from 0 to 3. A score of 3 means that your product is an irreplaceable solution to a problem. For example, Ahrefs is indispensable for a topic like how to rank higher in Google because it's hard to do that without tools like ours. A score of 2 means that our product helps quite a bit, but it's not essential to solve the problem. For example, if the air compressor company had a post on how to inflate your vehicle's tires, their product wouldn't exactly be indispensable because there are tons of other ways you can do it. Now, a score of 1 means that our product can only be mentioned fleetingly. For example, if the fitness and nutrition coaching company created content on the best fitness trackers, it'd be tough to organically mention their service in a meaningful way. And a score of 0 means there's absolutely no way to mention your product. And these are topics that should be removed from your topic list or deprioritized to the bottom of the list. Because there's so many topics you can write about in just about any niche, I highly recommend trying this out for your company because we found it to work extremely well. And if you want these pages to actually rank high in Google, then go and watch our step-by-step tutorial that'll show you exactly how to write content that's optimized to rank in search engines. I'll see you in the next tutorial.